For decades, black holes existed mostly in the imagination. Scientists knew they should exist. Einstein's equations predicted them. Astronomers found evidence of them. But no human being had ever seen what one truly looked like. Then, in 2014, a Hollywood movie attempted something extraordinary. It tried to show a black hole, not as a mysterious black sphere, but as it would actually appear according to the laws of physics. The movie was Interstellar, and at the center of its story was one of the most spectacular black holes ever placed on screen. Gargantua, a rapidly spinning supermassive black hole surrounded by a glowing disk of superheated material. The image became iconic. A dark circular center, wrapped in a brilliant ring of light, with the disk appearing to bend over and around the black hole. It looked impossible, yet much of what audiences saw was based on real physics. The filmmakers worked with physicist Kip Thorne to model the black hole using Einstein's theory of general relativity. The result was so scientifically sophisticated that the calculations used to create the visual effects helped inspire scientific research. But there is a problem. The black hole in Interstellar is not exactly what a real black hole would look like. Some details were simplified, some were exaggerated, and some of the most important differences come from something audiences rarely notice. The black hole itself is not actually visible. So, what would Gargantua really look like? And why does the black hole in Interstellar look so different from the black holes astronomers observe in reality? To understand that, we first need to understand what a black hole actually is. A black hole is not a giant cosmic vacuum cleaner. It is not an empty hole punched through space, and is not a solid object. It is a region of spacetime where gravity becomes so extreme that beyond a boundary called the event horizon, nothing can escape. Not matter, not radio signals, not visible light, nothing. The event horizon is not a physical surface. If you crossed it, you would not hit a wall. You would simply pass a point beyond which returning to the outside universe becomes impossible. And that creates the first major difference between fiction and reality. In Interstellar, Gargantua appears as a giant dark sphere. But what you are actually seeing is the black hole's shadow. The shadow is larger than the event horizon itself. Light traveling near the black hole can be bent around it. Some photons orbit the black hole briefly. Others are swallowed. The result is a dark region surrounded by distorted light. This is one reason the black hole can appear much larger than the actual horizon. Now comes the strangest part. The glowing ring around Gargantua is not the black hole. It is an accretion disk, a huge disk of gas and plasma spiraling toward the black hole. And this material is unimaginably hot. Friction, compression, magnetic fields, and extreme gravitational energy cause the gas to reach temperatures of millions of degrees. The disk can shine brighter than entire stars. But if you were standing near the black hole, you would see something even stranger. The disk would not simply form a flat ring. Gravity would bend its light. And this is where Interstellar got something remarkably right. The back side of the disk would appear above the black hole. Light from material behind the black hole would bend around it, allowing you to see parts of the disk that would normally be hidden. The result is a strange halo-like structure surrounding the black hole. It looks almost like the disk is passing through the black hole. But it isn't. You are seeing gravitationally lensed light. Einstein predicted that gravity could bend light. Near a black hole, that effect becomes extreme. Light can curve through space like a road bending around a mountain. Except the mountain is invisible, and the curvature is so powerful that light can travel almost completely around the black hole. This creates some of the most bizarre optical effects in the universe. But there is another reason Gargantua looks different from most real black holes. It is spinning extremely fast. A rotating black hole is called a Kerr black hole, and rotation changes the geometry of spacetime around it. The black hole drags spacetime around itself. This phenomenon is known as frame dragging. Imagine placing a heavy spinning ball into a thick fluid. As it rotates, it pulls the surrounding fluid along with it. A rotating black hole does something similar to spacetime itself. The effect becomes incredibly strong near the event horizon. This influences the motion of gas, light, and orbiting objects. It can also make the appearance of the accretion disk highly asymmetric. The side rotating toward you can appear brighter. The side moving away can appear dimmer. This is called relativistic beaming. The material isn't necessarily producing more energy on one side. Its light is being transformed by its enormous velocity relative to the observer. In Interstellar, this effect was deliberately incorporated into the visual appearance. But the movie makes another major simplification. Gargantua is extraordinarily clean. Real black holes are usually not. A real black hole surrounded by an active accretion disk could be an incredibly violent environment. Gas collides, magnetic fields twist, jets can erupt from the poles, particles can accelerate to nearly the speed of light. Radiation can become lethal long before you reach the event horizon. Some black holes launch enormous relativistic jets, streams of particles traveling millions of light years into space. Gargantua does not prominently display such a jet. That was a deliberate storytelling decision. The filmmakers wanted the black hole to remain visually clear, and the absence of a bright jet helped preserve the iconic appearance. But there is another important difference. The black hole in Interstellar is extraordinarily massive. Gargantua is a supermassive black hole. Its mass is estimated at around 100 million times that of the Sun. That enormous mass has a surprising consequence. The tidal forces at its event horizon can actually be weaker than those around a much smaller black hole. This means that, in principle, a sufficiently massive black hole could have an event horizon large enough that you might cross it without immediately being torn apart. The process of falling into the black hole would still be fatal eventually. But the dramatic spaghettification people imagine does not necessarily happen at the horizon of a supermassive black hole. Instead, you could cross the event horizon without noticing a sudden physical boundary. That is one of the strangest predictions of general relativity, and it is another area where the movie's depiction is based on real science. But then, reality becomes much less forgiving. One of the biggest problems with Gargantua's environment is radiation. A black hole with a bright accretion disk is not a friendly place. The gas surrounding it can emit enormous amounts of high-energy radiation. X-rays, gamma rays, ultraviolet radiation. Any planet orbiting extremely close to such an object would face an extraordinary radiation environment. Yet in Interstellar, the characters survive surprisingly close to Gargantua. That requires special circumstances. The movie assumes a particular disk structure and relatively low radiation environment. Real systems can behave very differently. Some black holes are surrounded by extraordinarily violent disks. Others are comparatively quiet. And that brings us to one of the biggest differences of all. Gargantua is designed to make the impossible look beautiful. Real black holes are often much messier. Astronomers observe black holes indirectly. They detect the effects of their gravity. They observe hot gas spiraling inward. They measure stars orbiting invisible massive objects. And in 2019, humanity achieved something remarkable. The Event Horizon Telescope collaboration released the first direct image of a black hole's shadow. The target was not Gargantua. It was Messier 87 asterisk, the enormous black hole at the center of the galaxy Messier 87. The image looked surprisingly familiar. A dark central region, surrounded by a bright, distorted ring. It was one of the first times humanity had seen the predicted silhouette of a black hole. And suddenly, the fictional image from Interstellar looked less fictional than people expected. The basic physics was right. Light bends. The shadow forms. The accretion disk becomes distorted. Space-time curves. But the real image was much blurrier, less symmetrical, and far more chaotic. And then came another black hole. In 2022, astronomers released the first image of Sagittarius A asterisk, the black hole at the center of our own Milky Way galaxy. This object is far smaller than M87 asterisk, about 4 million times the mass of the Sun, yet it is still enormous. The resulting image again showed a glowing ring surrounding a dark central region. but looked nothing like a perfect Hollywood object. The brightness was uneven. The surrounding material was turbulent. The image represented a dynamic environment changing rapidly over time. Reality, as usual, was more complicated. There's also something Interstellar could not easily show: time. Near a black hole, time itself behaves differently relative to distant observers.